Marauders, welcome back to the channel. This is the third week in February. At this time, I probably had 500 miles, 400 miles on my Husqvarna Norden. I picked it up middle of January, rode January, February, March. March I had 700 miles on it, was in for its 600 mile service. I have not rode any of these bikes since December. Why am I telling you that? This has been a brutal winter. I am out of fuel. I mean, out. I have never been out of fuel in the Bobcat track loader. Not once have I been out of fuel during the winter. And I'm out of fuel today. And this video is going to be about fueling up the Bobcat. I have a fuel cell in the back of my property that I'm going to drive back and fuel the machine up. I'll show you video of the fuel cell. I'm looking at my drone. You can see you see it snowing? I hope you can. There's probably 3 inches in the driveway. I did melt the ice in the driveway with salt. Not a fun winter. This has been a brutal winter. We really haven't had a thaw, and it's been, driving conditions have been very dangerous. Searching for keys to unlock this. Driving conditions have been very dangerous. The latch was frozen. My driveway, I've fallen twice hard on the driveway, slipped hard. Not a fun winter. I mean, and we're getting plastered today. So I'm not going to snow blow the driveway today, but I'm going to show you how I refuel this machine off my fuel cell in the back. It's about 25 degrees here. I don't think the diesel fuel is going to be gelled. Those of you who have diesel engines know that. And I am going to add additive in this engine after I fuel it. So let's get going. So, God gone well. I say it on the drone. This is where I say it on the drone remote control. So let's do a quick flyby. There is my fuel cell in the backyard. There's the excavator. Thought I'd turn those strobe lights on. I can barely see the strobes. The windows are iced over. My rear camera's iced over. This is going to be tricky today. I've been debating buying a new drone. Sitting on this remote control may have been the finalize my purchase of the new drone around up here. And the snow is deep. She's struggling a little bit in the snow. Let's raise it, blow her up. Now I'll spin her around. Oh yeah, so she's sinking in about 8 inches in the snow up here. This snow is at least a foot, 14 inches deep. Okay, so that should be good. I'm gonna idle her down, drop the blower, and I'm gonna leave the remote control inside the cabin. Hopefully I won't sit on it. This is gonna be interesting. So I'm picking you up, getting out of the cab, walking into a tree. This is my diesel fuel additive. I'm gonna try to shut the, I'm gonna shut the door on the cab to warm that up. And get you set up on the camera. Okay. My drone is someplace, my drone is right there if you can see it. Probably, I don't know if you can see it. It's on the edge of the pond. It's gotten colder. It knew it was. It was actually a little above freezing overnight. That helped activate the salt work. My camera is iced over. Not fun. I might have to bring this inside today and thaw it out. The rear door is frozen. Well, I can't latch that. So, no fuel here. The fuel level's here. So I probably have 3 gallons left in it. Everything is iced up. Everything is iced up. Boy, I might not be able to open this fuel cell. Boy, everything, if you could see this, everything is iced up. Not fun, guys. So I'm gonna, and this could be a no-go. This fuel pump could be iced up. I don't know. I'm gonna connect the fuel pump to the battery contacts. The hose is frozen. This could be a no-go. So the battery is under the seat, but that's the connector, power, ground, hose is out. Let's turn the pump on. Got power to the pump. Oh, she's flowing. This is my fuel additive, power service, diesel fuel supplement, anti-gel winterization. So this will treat 100 gallons. I lost the drone. The drone might have returned back to home. I don't see the drone up there. Battery might have ran down and she flew back home. We'll see when I get in the cab. So if you didn't hear me, I might have lost the drone. She might have landed because it was all on battery. It's snowing pretty hard. I think this is a 28-gallon tank. It was probably down 25 gallon. This was not a full bottle. My hands are frozen. Cold, very cold. Okay, disconnect the plugs. Woohoo! You can see she went from just below here up to here, and we're good to go. Might have lost the drone, we'll see. I'll leave that in there. Marauders, my hands are freezing. So the drone ran out of fuel. I'm sorry, ran out of battery power. She ran out of battery power, landed 20 feet away from the landing pad. In the snow, so I had to walk up to the house, put a new battery in, clean the snow off of it. Bobcat is fueled. I'm almost debating bringing it inside to thaw it out. So don't ask me what's going on with the drone. She's not happy. She is not happy. I'll give you a run at this in the snow. Definitely goes through snow. No issue whatsoever. Very good in the snow, and actually the I think I have to bring it in. Do I have a backup camera? Can't see anything out of the backup camera. I gotta get her in and thaw it out. I'm gonna pull her in the garage. I don't know if I can miss my tripod. In the movie The Battle of the Bulge, depicts a World War II battle. Telly, before they go into this big tank battle, one of the commanders says, "Don't lose a track in the ravine." And this is a ravine, shallow ravine in my property, and that's why I thought, man, I don't want to lose a track in this area. It's got a high slope. This machine was a beast today. I wanted to use a drone so you'd get the feeling of how wintry it is in western New York. I think the drone does a great job of capturing that, but just would not hold a battery longer than 10, 15 minutes. And I kept on having to put new batteries into the drone. But I think the visual effect it captures is excellent. And that's why I'm doing a voiceover here, just because my batteries kept going dead and you kept hearing the beeping. As I'm pulling into the garage, I'm worried that I'm going to hit one of my motorcycles. That was what YouTube creators, I'm not complaining, but please appreciate YouTube creators. You don't have to appreciate me. In general, YouTube creators, this is how I don't like to park this. What YouTube creators have to go through, that should have taken me a half hour, maybe, but filming it probably took almost an hour and a half. Dead drone batteries. You can see I have a tight fit in here. I did turn the heat up, not anticipating bringing this inside, but I think you can see I got to thaw it out. She's iced over, and I did turn the heat up. I'm going to turn it up a little more. It's probably at about 63, 64. I'm going to turn it up to 69. Get this thawed out. I have to move the BMW because I don't like driving a 10,000 pound machine next to that bike. See how the cylinders stick out? And my mirrors are frozen, the backup camera's frozen. I gotta get this thawed out before I use it. Everything's wet. I wanna show you my diesel fuel additive. Hopefully that made the trek up. Drone is still beeping. Drones don't like the cold. This is Power Service Diesel Fuel Supplement, Cetane Boost, Winterizing Anti-Gel. This is critical if you live in a cold weather state to have some type of anti-gel additive in your fuel. So I have a full tank, should be just under 28 gallons, I believe. Easily, should have lasted me the whole winter. Will last me to the end of this winter. What a mess, guys. My hands are frozen. It was above freezing, 34 last night, 25 degrees, wind chill, feels like 13. I will tell you, it felt like 13. My hands, I went out there at the start of doing this, were fine, then they froze up. I sat on the drone remote control. That screwed me up for about 15, 20 minutes. That went into a hyperlock. This machine is performing great. Engine's running great, and she's already starting to melt. I hear the stuff dripping off her. So that's the end of this video. Tough winter, guys. I am not kidding you. This has been very dangerous driving with these icy roads. Our state ran out of salt. Towns have run out of salt. We're scrambling to get salt. We bought a truckload of salt from Canada for our company. I've never had the guys plow my driveway or salt my driveway with my company equipment that I own with my siblings. I had to have them do it twice this week. It was just, I fell twice this week alone. I fell twice, slipped hard twice. Not fun, not fun. So that's it. Please consider subscribing to the channel. By the way, I am a KTM fan. Won't mention Husqvarna. I'm a Husqvarna fan too. My EXC F500, great bike. My KTM 990 Duke, great bike. I haven't even released, I think I've done maybe one video on the 990 Duke. I'm a huge fan of KTM and their products. They're under financial difficulties. I hope they're gonna pull through this big. Their apparel is great. Their motorcycles are great. I hope they pull through it. I know there's many of you out there that are KTM owners. They are a performance-driven company, and I hope they can recover. And I'm also a fan of other brands, but I am all over KTM. Hope KTM pulls through, and I hope I can thaw this out in hours. I might have to blow the snow at night because I want to get this thawed out. I can't even use that back camera. Marauders, thank you. Please be safe during this winter. Hope to see you on the trail or on the road or something. Be safe, ride safe, take care, God bless you. XD 1500. So my cars live outside now, and the Bobcat live outside. The bikes and the Ranger are inside. I'm way behind on videos. I probably have 50 videos in queue that I have to post, and I'm going to get everything wet. I might have to move this machine over into another bay.